The chocolate aisle of your local grocery store might seem like an innocent collection of sweet treats, but behind those colorful wrappers lies a complex history connecting some of the world's most recognizable chocolate brands to European colonial nationalism. Today, we'll unwrap this seemingly random but deeply interconnected relationship that shaped both the chocolate industry and global politics as we know them. Chocolate's journey from Mesoamerican ceremonial drink to global commodity tracks perfectly alongside European colonial expansion. The Spanish first encountered cacao in the 1500s during their conquest of the Aztec Empire. By the 17th century, colonial powers had established vast cacao plantations throughout their colonies, using enslaved labor to meet Europe's growing demand. What's less obvious is how chocolate became intertwined with national identity and imperial ambition. As European powers competed for colonial territories, chocolate became both a prize of conquest and a symbol of national economic prowess. Cadbury, founded in 1824 in Birmingham, England, exemplifies this connection. As the British Empire expanded across Africa, the Cadbury Company sourced cacao from British colonies, particularly the Gold Coast, so modern-day Ghana. When allegations of slave labor in Portuguese colonies arose in the early 1900s, Cadbury positioned itself as the ethical face of British imperialism by sourcing from British territories instead. The company's marketing often featured imperial imagery with exotic landscapes and colonial subjects. Cadbury chocolate became synonymous with British identity, a small luxury that connected everyday British citizens to the far reaches of their empire. Switzerland's Nestlé, founded in 1866, presents an interesting case as well. Though Switzerland itself wasn't a major colonial power, the company benefited enormously from the colonial system. Henri Nestlé developed his milk chocolate at a time when Switzerland was positioning itself as a neutral but economically opportunistic player in Europe. Nestlé's early success came from marketing its chocolate as embodying Swiss national virtues, which were precision, purity, and quality. The company cleverly used Swiss nationalism to expand globally, setting up operations in colonial territories while maintaining its neutral Swiss identity. This allowed Nestlé to navigate colonial politics while building what would become one of the world's largest food conglomerates. Perhaps the most explicit link between chocolate and colonialism comes from Belgium. Belgian chocolate gained its prestigious reputation during the same period that King Leopold II established the Congo Free State as his personal colony. Companies like Côte d'Or, founded in 1883, directly benefited from Belgium's colonial presence in the Congo, where brutal forced labor practices were used to extract rubber and other resources. The company's iconic elephant logo itself references Africa, the source of both cacao and colonial wealth. While Belgium's tiny size belied its colonial ambitions, its chocolate industry became a point of national pride, intrinsically connected to its colonial enterprise. Today's chocolate giants, such as Lindt or Ferrero, all have roots in colonialism. Their modern branding has of course been sanitized, but the economic model remains largely intact. Cocoa still flows from former colonies to manufacturing centers in Europe and North America. Even today, if you look closely at the packaging, you'll find subtle national signifiers, Swiss flags, British royal warrants, American frontier imagery. These aren't random design choices, but echoes of the nationalist marketing strategies that were developed during the colonial era. So, the next time you unwrap a chocolate bar, consider that you're holding a small piece of colonial history. The seemingly random connection between European nationalism and chocolate brands isn't random at all. It's the result of centuries of imperial economics, nationalist marketing, and colonial exploitation. This isn't meant to spoil your chocolate enjoyment. I, for one, will continue enjoying my chocolate, but it's rather to understand how everyday products connect to larger historical forces. The sweet taste of chocolate carries with it a complex and often bitter legacy of how modern global brands and industries were formed through nationalist ambitions and colonial power. That was it. I hope you liked it, and if you did, feel free to come back next Friday for the next one. See you!